A law enforcement widow who lost her husband in 2018 will soon speak about how the community continues to rally around her family. Rachel Flick is the keynote speaker for the Angels of America's Fallen Gala next month. The Colorado Springs-based nonprofit works with families of fallen military and first responders to pay for after-school activities for their children like hockey, art, and music. I talked with her about how the nonprofit is making an impact for her family. Who was Micah?
I know this sounds grandiose, but Micah was the son of Colorado Springs. He was born and raised here. You know, he played football for his school. He was a leader from the beginning. He was chosen as the team leader for his class through the academy.
It's been 8 years since Rachel Flick's husband, Micah, was shot and killed during an auto theft investigation. He was a detective for the El Paso County Sheriff's Office.
I didn't know this while he lived, but I heard from his bosses and peers at the sheriff's office that he had kind of this reputation as the golden boy of the sheriff's office because he did things with so much integrity. He would lose sleep at night wanting to have justice for victims.
Flick and the couple's twins, Levi and Ileana, have spent years finding ways to cope with their grief.
We have this misconception that you need about a year to get through grief. The reality is that we begin to rebuild our lives after loss for 3 to 5 years. And that if it's a traumatic, tragic loss like mine or like a line of duty death, that can take 7 to 12 years.
Rachel says community support has given her family the capacity to be resilient. That includes groups like Angels of America's Fallen. The nonprofit recently took over paying for the Flick children's sports activities after they spent 5 years on the wait list.
I think one of the things I've learned is a key element of healing is play. And a lot of kids want to just continue what they've been doing. You know, if they were into sports or an activity, they want to keep going. You know, maybe they have a little break, but that's a sense of normalcy. It's their ability to step outside of their grief. They can go to practice, and it's not about their dad that died.
This year, Rachel will serve as the keynote speaker at the main fundraising event for Angels of America's Fallen in Colorado Springs. She points out that once the organization takes on a family, they commit to covering costs for activities until each child is 19 years old.
If you want to see children come through that into a future where they are able to function as adults, to have strong mental health, to have healthy relationships, you have to walk with them through the entire 18 years. And that's one of the things Angels does that's so unique compared to another organization.
And as her family continues to receive support, she continues to share her story to help comfort those who mourn too.
By sharing those experiences with other people and the gifts, the pearls of wisdom that I've gained and all the tools that I've gotten through thousands of hours of my own therapy, I want to give that away so that people don't have to hurt without help.
Rachel will share her story at the Angels of America's Fallen Angel Gala on Saturday, April 18th in Colorado Springs. We have ticket information at KOAA.com. And I want to show this to you right now. Right now, there are more than 700 families across the country on the wait list to be sponsored by Angels of America's Fallen. In Colorado, you can see there are 36. You can help with that by either attending this year's Angel Gala or donating your time, money, or talents to the cause. We have all of the information posted right now for you at KOAA.com.